In today's video, I'm going to teach you how to host a free website with Google Firebase. By the end, you'll have a live, secure site running on Google's global CDN with automatic SSL and super fast delivery, all at no cost on the free tier. First, open the Firebase console in your browser and make sure you're signed into your Google account. From your project's dashboard, look to the left sidebar and click Build. This expands a set of developer tools. From there, choose Hosting. Hosting is Firebase's static site service, perfect for HTML, CSS, JavaScript, and assets like images and fonts. It also works great for frameworks that compile to static output. On the hosting page, click Get Started. You'll see a short onboarding flow that guides you through installing the command line tools and setting up your local project. Next, install the Firebase CLI. The CLI is what you'll use from your terminal to log in, initialize hosting, and deploy your files. You'll need Node.js on your machine. Once that's set, open a terminal and install the tools with npm install gfirebase tools. When it finishes, confirm it worked by running Firebase version. If you see a version number, you're good to go. Back in the console, check the confirmation box indicating you've installed the CLI, then click Next to continue. Now it's time to initialize your project locally. In your terminal, navigate to the folder that contains your website files. If this is your first time using the CLI on this machine, sign in with Firebase login and follow the prompt to allow access. Then run Firebase init hosting. Choose your Firebase project from the list, and when prompted, select the public directory that should be deployed, such as dist, build, or just public. If you have a single-page app, you can enable the single-page app rewrite so routes work cleanly. The CLI will create a Firebase JSON configuration file and a .firebaseirc file in your folder. If you plan to use any Firebase web services in your site, register your web app in the console by adding an app nickname. This does not change your hosting setup, but it gives you a web app configuration you can include in your code. Click link and continue, and you'll be shown the Firebase SDK setup. You can add the SDK with a script tag directly in your HTML, or install packages via npm if you're bundling your app. If you're keeping it simple, paste the provided script snippet in your HTML, typically right before the closing head tag, and initialize only the services you need. With the SDK ready, return to your terminal to deploy. Make sure your site's production files are in the public directory you chose during init. If your site requires a build step, run it now so the output is up to date. Then deploy with Firebase Deploy. The CLI will upload your files, configure hosting, and return a live URL for your site under the web app and firebaseapp.com domains. Copy the URL and open it in your browser to see your live site. Back in the console, click Continue to Console to finish the setup flow. You'll land on the hosting dashboard where you can see your deployed site, view release history, and manage settings. From here, you can also add a custom domain later, configure automatic previews for pull requests, and review headers and caching rules defined in firebase.json. A couple of quick tips to keep your hosting smooth. Always deploy the compiled output of your project rather than raw source files. Keep an index XML in your public directory. Hosting serves that by default. If you need 404 or 500 pages, define them in Firebase JSON for a more polished user experience. And if you're working with frameworks like React, Vue, or Svelte, let the CLI handle single-page rewrites so client-side routing works correctly. That's it. You opened the console, navigated to hosting, installed the CLI, confirmed setup, initialized your project, signed in, registered a web app if needed, added the SDK, deployed with the CLI, and wrapped up back in the console. Your free Firebase site is now live and ready to share.